What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a first impressions look at Night Online. This is a free-to-play MMORPG that is currently out on Steam. It was released sometime in 2016, so it's a couple of years old. And I'm just going to read to you the description about the game. Night Online is a PvP-centric MMORPG that has been under continuous development for over a decade. So this game has been in development for quite some time. There's two nations, Al Morad and Karis, which are locked in an internal struggle for dominance of the Adonis content. You'll be facing with the decision of choosing between one of two of the available factions to bring glory and honor in this action-packed PvP battle game with designated PvP zones during all hours of play. So it sounds like if you love PvP, if you like, facing other players out in the open, this could be the game for you. Now, whether or not it has PvP and questing and all that stuff remains to be seen. So let's go ahead and spend about 10, 20, 15, half an hour in this game, and let's see what your opening footsteps or your starting journey is going to look like in Night Online. So this is the screen that you'll get when you launch the game from Steam. Notice winter has fallen, so I guess the holiday season is on, whatever. And the Lunar Rift has returned with new improvements. Level up twice as fast during our 1+1 event. Let's just go on and jump in. Alright, so now I guess you have to choose between two different factions. Actually, no, I can't really pick one right now, but I'm guessing in character creation I can. So here are the servers available: Hell's Garum, Pathos, Cypher, and Tournament. It appears Hell's Garum is the English version, so I'm just going to go with that and hit connect. Alright, so here's the screen that you get to pick which faction you want to fight for. There's some description here. Elmerad is a nation that was formed by King Manes, the one that has sealed out Pathos, the Lord of Change. It looks like there's a lot of backstory here that I guess you can dive into when you play the game, because there's no other way to research this stuff except externally on the internet, of course. So I'm actually going to go for El Morad. They do look pretty interesting. And of course I wonder if there'll be class and race combos that are tied to the faction, so that could be interesting. I'm going to go with El Morad. You must delete all your characters in this nation if you wish to create a character in the opposite nation. Wow, that's pretty strict. So if you have Karis characters previously and you want to create a new character for El Morad, all your characters on Karis faction has to be deleted. That's pretty draconian. Alright, let's click OK. Here we are, opening cinematic. Alrighty, so we get a glimpse of the login screen here. What do we got? Let's create a character. Now let's see what character creation is all about. First thing to do on the left side of the panel is to select a race. You have Barbarians, which are warriors with strong physiques and come from the north. They can only become a warrior. So yeah, there are race and class lock mechanics here. There's the El Morad male. Males have balanced strength and intelligence, which makes them fit for any kind of job. And a female, let's go with the male. Let's see how he looks. And that is exactly how it looks. Pretty huge bow there, which is got flashing RGB and stuff. What about the Barbarian? That's how he looks. And how about the female? That's how she looks. And what is the Portu? These soldiers are brave and skilled. Okay, so these are some native species, I suppose. That looks pretty badass, if I'm being honest here. Looks like a huge demon golem from hell or whatever. So I'm gonna go with the boring choice and be a Barbarian. Let's see what the melee thing looks like. And then of course you can select your job, and as Barbarians you can only be warrior, whereas the El Morad male you can be anything you want. Rogue, priest, wizard, and warrior. So there's 4 basic classes in the game, and Portu apparently can only select Portu as a job. So they don't really have much here. So Barbarian's only going to be warrior. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and do that. And to the right here, you've got stats. I have 10 bonus points. Strength and HP seems to be the main stats for Barbarians, because that's in purple color from what I can tell. So let's go ahead and fill that up. So I kind of like... oh no, disconnected from the server. Really? Alright, the good news is that wasn't my internet. Bad news is that was the game. So DCs could be a thing. We'll have to watch out here. Alright, so back here on the screen, you can see there's a face option to toggle between a couple of different faces. There's not a whole lot of options here. but that one looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna go with that. And hair, you can change your hair style as well. That looks pretty much like World of Warcraft's buzz cut. And the rest aren't that great, so I'm gonna go with the second option. So 4 faces, 4 hairstyles. Too bad you can't really zoom. I can't actually zoom in here to see what it looks like. Anyway, let's settle on the name. It's probably gonna be MMOSWORLD. And let's jump on in before I DC again. Oh, please select a speciality. Where do I select a speciality? Oh, there we go. It just needed that. Oh no, and now I gotta do all these things again. Oh, it's pretty annoying. Face was that. Hair was that. MMOSWORLD. Let's jump in. So you start at level 1, and that's like your opening outfit and stuff. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm really interested to see what this PvP-centric MMORPG shows you in its opening sequence. Alrighty, so here we are. There is a story screen of some sort. I guess this is the introduction. The words are moving so slowly though. Of Karis and Elmerad. On the unprecedented day in the history of Adonis, I lost everything. Those who love me and those I loved. All that's left of me now is the persistent ringing of the air screams. And yeah, this is too slow for me to uproot the sadness of this world. You have a very light background in terms of the image. Why in the hell would you make your text white in color? That is such a bad decision. So okay, this is much better. Help! Someone help me! Alright, I'll help. Okay, what do we got here? Well, the UI is just all over the place. Right, so this is the quest dialogue thing that you can move around. Worm, earthworm, a giant worm-like monster which is levels head on attacks with long tentacles and body. And that is somewhere there, so okay, I don't know why they showed me the worm. I guess I'm gonna have to go and save whoever that called for help. And that's my UI hotbar, which I don't know why is right up there. Can I bring it down? Is there a way to bring it down? There we go. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at the UI. We got a chat at the bottom right, and then there is some options at the bottom here. Town, inventory. Let's open up inventory real quick. That's your character sheet with all your gear slots and everything. And the hotkey for that is I. What else we got? Characters, U. This is going to show you all your stats at a glance. You have a clan info, so you can create guilds and clans, friends, and achievements panel as well. So top right is a mini map. Top left, I beg your pardon. And at the bottom left here, apparently it's another chat box. Of course, no, I think on the bottom right is going to be your events, and at the left is the chat. Other than that, options menu, power-up store. What power-up store? You can be attacked by monsters or enemies while the window is open. Confirm. What does that do? Let's take a look at the cash up. So recharge night cash is probably the currency here. Let's just see what you can buy. So you got power-up options. I'm always interested to see that. NP item increase, name scroll change, defense scrolls, health scrolls, attack damage. A lot of these seem to be one-time use. If there's like weapons in here or whatever, then that'll be really interesting. Voucher for health. So all around pretty interesting. Cash up right at the very beginning here, so I'm just gonna shut that down. Alright, let's try and play the game. So you can move with the WASD key, and that's how moving looks like. I do have a thing called Noah's Knights on top of my head, so that's pretty interesting. Decent amount of players here in the starting zone too. Like this guy. What is that? Can't really see what level he is. Oh, I do have the reticle thingy-majingy to show me which way I should be going. So I think I'm on the right path. This guy has a huge question mark over his head, so I guess that is a quest of some sort. You can also move around by tapping or left-clicking the area, and you can zone out to about just that. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Let's see what's up. Except I'm clicking on him and nothing's really happening. Double click. Oh, there we go. Potrang, you got to double click. Can I help you? Why are you looking for me? Get rid of the mice, obtain food, or manufacture clothing. Let's get rid of the mice. I'm sorry to ask you for another request, but could you help us one more time? What's happening? Recently, bandicoots have increased in their population and are ruining our precious corpse. Help us catch 5 bandicoots. Sure. Okay, sweet. So we got the bandicoots thing now, and that is reflected in the minimap. So let's just keep moving here. But NPCs in town all have stuff that you can talk to if they have things above their head. Probably have to get out of town. You know, so far, first impressions wise, controls are a bit tough because I'm trying to move the traditional way, which is basically WASD and just moving around. Oh look, Merry Christmas on the gate. Merry Christmas to you, Knights Online. That's pretty funny. We are way out of the Christmas season. And how do I get out of town? That doesn't do anything. I'm hitting the spacebar, and that doesn't jump. Spacebar looks to be like a kick. Is that a kick animation? No, more like stomping on the ground animation. Okay, never mind. Let's find another way out of town. In terms of my hotbar, I've only got 1 skill so far. Let's hit that, see if it does anything. No, I'm probably going to need a target for that. But I've got 2 quests so far. Rescuing Michelle, just a worm outside the town. And of course the Bandicoot Slayer or whatever. Alright, that looks like a proper exit, so I'm going to go there. Because apparently, the other door is locked with a huge Merry Christmas sign. There's no sprint in the game too, so running around could take quite a while. Now I don't know how soon you'll see like other players in the game where you can do your open PvP, which is, you know, what this game was heavily advertised on Steam about, that this was, you know, an exclusively PvP game. But at the very beginning, you already saw there were PvE quests, of course, and that's how you're gonna get XP, I suppose. But I guess the real fun and real challenge comes when you meet other people out on the landscape. Is that a bandicoot? That is a bandicoot. Alright, combat is about to ensue. Let's fight. So I just double clicked on that bandicoot. Hit R to attack a targeted monster. And I right click on the loot on the ground, and that's how you're gonna loot stuff. So right click, no, double click. Or hit the R key. So there's a good combination of using your keyboard or your mouse to play. Oh, we got apples and coin, which I suppose is going to be your main currency here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We got a snow crystal as well. And that's a field boss over there. That's a bigger than usual rat or bandicoot. Let me just go kill... You know what? Too late. Let's fight. Let's see if I can take this guy down. Oh, he is kicking my butt. This could be close. But no, I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. I think. Let me just open my inventory and see if I have a potion. Yeah, I do have a potion in case this goes pear-shaped. Come on, Bandicoot boss. Die. That really... It doesn't know what it wants to be. Is it like a rat with 6 eyes, or is that like a half spider, half rat? And it's dead. There better be some good loot in there. There is. We got a Bandicoot belt, which gives me health bonus and magic power bonus. And of course, coin. So let's go ahead and equip that new belt. I'm right clicking it, and there it is. This auto change. In terms of sword, I have a short blade. This one gives me 13 attack power, and the one in my... Yeah, the one in the back's not good. So that's your introduction to combat so far. I mean, you know... For what it says, like on Steam, it says this released on the 26th of January, 2016. That's almost exactly 2 years ago that this thing's been on Steam. The reviews are mixed at the moment. Oh, did I level up? Yes, I leveled up in that last fight. I'm going to open my character panel here and see if I've got points to spend. Yes. So you want to be checking your character sheet every few levels to see how much stat points you have and put that into what's important for your class. Mine is pretty much... straight up strength and health because I'm a barbarian, so I don't expect it, you know, to be doing like dexterity or whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, 2 years released. Apparently it took 10 years to develop this game. The first thing that comes to my mind is, the graphics and animations really isn't something I would consider anywhere near modern. It's definitely aged in terms of, what engine they're using. They've got cool armored designs though, and it seems like something that you could play on an iPad or something. That would be fine, but on a PC, this really looks kind of weird. So hitting the C key will make you sit down out in the landscape to recharge. I guess I don't need to, simply because I've got full health and mana, as you can see in the top left. So Bandicoot's done. What's the next quest? Rescuing Michelle. And where exactly is that? Doesn't really show. Is there a quest log here? No, L opens the mail. Let's just look around for a quest log. UI settings, stand up. What's this? Skill. Oh, look, we got two things popping out at me. I've got a skill panel here. Basic skill / required level 3. I've got sprint as well. Oh, sprint is there. Awesome. So sprint is actually a skill that you need to put on your hotbar. And you won't like skill... Oh no, it's the boss. I'm out of here. Yeah, I don't want to be going through that long fight again. Let's go back and turn this in. On my minimap now, I can see two different question marks popping up. So I guess I've got more quests to do. Alright. Oh, more stat points. Okay, let's put that in there again. Alright, I'm done. Back it is. I mean, this definitely has that Asian MMORPG feel to it. It's got that vibe. And that's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what kind of MMOs you enjoy playing. But, so far, like the common trend for a lot of Asian MMOs is the auto move, auto attack, just auto everything. And which takes you from quest giver to combat without you having to do anything. And this game doesn't have that. And because it's PvP centric, I'm going to guess that it's going to be a lot of skill based combat as well, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to look for portraying. Okay, so when you have stuff to turn in, it's going to be an exclamation mark rather than a question mark. So if you're familiar with World of Warcraft, the questing system in terms of completing and picking up quests is the exact opposite. Oh, look at chat down here. We have gold spammers. Not a great sign there. Okay, let's turn this thing in. Get rid of mice before compensation. You have them. Well done. So I can collect XP there, 250, and coin as well. Let's confirm. Yay, I'm level 4. Wow, that one intro quest just gave me a crap ton of levels. Gave me 2 levels at once, which means I can now go back to the skill and I can use slash. Oh yeah, I already got slash down there. So that's basically it. More skill pages. There's like so many. 7 pages of skills to unlock. So you can see the various different skills here. Dribble, shoot. There's no like hobby skills. I don't see any fishing or anything, so that could be interesting. That could be something for you guys to find out if that's in-game or not. And yeah, I guess, we've been looking at this game for 15 minutes. That's pretty much what your introduction to Night Online is going to look like. PvP will probably be in later zones. Can I open a map? Yeah, there we go. Let's try and zoom out. Let's go to like a different zone or something. And I'm sure PvP is going to take place out in the open there, where, the Morad and the Karis, the 2 different factions, go head to head. So that could be fun. But, my personal opinion here, the combat system... it leaves much to be desired. A lot of it's static. You gotta hit R, you gotta hit your mouse, and because of the animations, I don't see myself having the attention span to do a lot of these stuff. Even though there is PvE in this game, which for solo players or whatever, that could be, I don't know, something to do while you're leveling up for the PvP. In terms of graphics, not the best. I think for something that was released 2 years ago, it should probably look a lot better and run a lot better too. I mean, I think I'm getting pretty good FPS here, but it just doesn't really look good as compared to much older games that actually looks a lot better than this. But either how, it's still a free-to-play game on Steam, so if you want to check it out, head on to Steam and type in Night Online. Again, PvP centric, so prepare yourself for battle. And that's it from us. Like the video if you enjoyed this sneak peek preview of the early levels of Knight Online, and subscribe to the channel for more content. As ever, I'm Adrian from MMOSWORLD, signing out.